Good morning, everyone. Hold on, I was just charging up my lovely light. Isn't it cute? I'll put that there just now in the background. You can look at it. Yes, wait a minute. Let's see if Alexa knows us. Alexa, play the Star Trek theme.
His Star Trek theme, main title, by Alexander Courage on Amazon Music.
Yes, Martin, go pink. Good morning. Alexa, stop. Last night I dreamt of William Shatner. I have no idea why I was dreaming. Look at the look. I'm no long up, guys. I'm still in my jammies. I have no idea why I was dreaming of William Shatner, right? But I'll tell you my dream. Yes, Martin, go pink. Hope you're doing good. I dreamt my ex-husband was in the hospital for some reason. I don't know. And I was taking the kids up to visit him. And there, walking along the hallway, there comes William Shatner. Now, he looked what he was like when he was young. He was like a young William Shatner. Please excuse all these bits of hair. I know it's wild, but anyway. There he was, coming along the corridor, William Shatner, with his entourage. Of course, I had my mobile phone. I said, William, I says, can I get a wee selfie with you? And he said, aye. And I was like, my God, he's good. Look at him. He's no aged at all. And I gave him a wee kiss. So I did, and away he went. So there you are. Who knows why I was dreaming of William Shatner, but there, I was dreaming of him, and he was young again. Isn't that wild? I can hear all the wee birds. There's loads of wee birds flying over my house now. They're all going south for the winter. And you can hear them all going over the house. Jenny, good morning to you. Good morning. There you are, William Shatner. Young William Shatner. Listen, good looking man, William Shatner. Tana, good morning to you. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. As I say, I'm no long up. I didn't go to swimming this morning because I needed some sleep. So I had a long lie. I slept to 7 o'clock, which is a long lie for me. Oh, I'll need to watch that one, ASMR Tingle Pink, the UFO. Listen, I've seen one. I know a lot of people are like, people just say, listen, they're out there. I don't know why the government's not just come out and said, aye, the UFOs have been visiting us for a long time, and that's where we got some of our technology from. See, like fibre optics and stuff like that, that was meant to be alien technology that we've got, so... Did you there you go, I gave him a wee kiss. It wasn't like a full-on snog or nothing like that. It was like a peck on the cheek, but a peck, I'll take that. I'll take that. I was telling my mum there, she says, what was it? Well, there you go, that's the best dream, isn't it? I went, Mum, I said, Aquaman would have probably been a better dream. Or Elon Musk would have been a better dream. But listen, I'll take William Shatner. Oh, the space, I loved the Space Lounge. I loved it. See your wee fibre optic lamp. They were meant to have got that technology from aliens. And I've seen a UFO when I was a wee girl, and it wasn't just me being crazy. It was like 500 people in our town had seen the same thing, and it was in the radio and the news and everything, newspapers and all that. This flying object. This was going back in the 70s as well, so a long time ago. Oh, Catherine, good morning to you. You're 1 month old. Oh, my goodness. You'll have your hands full. As I say, I was absolutely knackered last night. Wait till I tell you, this is the truth. So I had a wee fella yesterday. So it's non-stop. It's non-stop with him, right? Know that I'm complaining. I love every second with him. So he's in his space shuttle, and I've got him on the floor. We're doing tummy time and all the rest of it. So by the time I took him home yesterday, I looked down and I had my top on inside out. I I've been wearing my top all day long inside out. I was like that to my daughter. I says, "Oh my God," I says, "I've been going about like that. No time. No time to check my top. No time." He was fine. He was all changed. Well, saying he was fine, he'd shut up his back. And I'd changed them just before. No, there was no pushing. Usually you hear him pushing if there's a poo. There was no pushing, nothing like that. But when we took him out the car seat, I was like, "What's that wet on his back?" I says to Amanda, "That looks suspicious." And it was suspicious he had. It's, how can things so beautiful looking make stuff that's so smelly? I don't understand how they can be so cute and yet you're like, oh. In fact, a few times I've had to bag his nappies and say to Peter, "Take it to the bin outside. That's not even going in my house, that one. Take it to outside, that one, that nappy goes." Oh, Catherine, yeah, I know, my house is like that. See, by the time the wee fella leaves, my house is like that as well. I've got all the toys, books, I've got blankets on the floor, I've got shawl. In fact, his shawlie's just been washed because he was sick on it yesterday. But oh, what a love. And then my mother, daughter Sophie, she came up yesterday. So she was sitting talking to him and he's pulling the face off her, but she's got really long hair. And he keeps grabbing the hair, but everything goes to his mouth. Everything goes to his mouth. And you're like, no. It's non-stop. So I thought to myself today, I'm just going to have a relaxing day and have a long lie, which I did. And just relax the day because it really is. It's non-stop. And we're trying to get him to crawl and he's good. He's all over the place, but he's kind of flapping about. I'm trying to hold his feet so he brings his knees up. And see, once he can do that, he'll be away. He'll be away, and then it's going to be a whole new scenario. We need to move everything. Everything needs, just take everything out. Everything needs to go. Oh, they're really. I mean, it's wonderful having them, but it is really exhausting. And I can't remember ever being this exhausted when I had my own. But maybe it's just because I'm an old lady now. I'm getting old. That it's harder. But do you know, it's more rewarding now. I don't know what it is. It's just more rewarding with your grandkids. Because you get them, but you've not got the, I don't know, the pressure on you. I can give them back at night. There you go. I'm going home to sleep. Oh. So it's pouring of rain and I've got the water still pissing through my kitchen ceiling as we talk. I've had nothing about the cherry picker guy coming. Alberto, good morning to you. And lovely, the USA is my most favourite place in the world. Alberto, I've got stars and stripes everywhere in my house, including my bedroom. I'll look at the stars and stripes flag when I wake up every morning, so I do. I've been to Florida 5 times, but I've also been to Chicago, but just the airport. And I've been to Newark Airport as well, so I like to think that I've been to New Jersey and stuff. Oh, New Jersey, I've been there, aye. Whereabouts in New Jersey, the airport. Mm-hmm. I've also been to Chicago. Oh, whereabouts? Oh, O'Hara. I like to name drop states. I'd love to visit more states. See if I ever become a millionaire and all that. That's what I would do. I would visit. Do you know what I would love to do? Here's a dream, right? A dream would be like to go to the New York area and hire like a van, we call it caravans. What do you call it? An RV, and just go, just drive it to different states and stuff like that and see different areas. I'd love to go to the Colorado. I'd love to see the Rocky Mountains and stuff like that. Jackson Hole, that's in Wyoming. I'd love to see that. There's loads of places. I'd like to see the Mount Rushmore as well. But I did Google map that. It's a lot smaller than what I thought. Do you know what I mean? But I'd still like to see all these things. Maybe one day, if I become famous and rich, I can do that. But I think that would be an awesome way to live your life. The only thing is I've got doggies now, so I'd need to, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. I would need to not have doggies. Is it ASMR Tingle Pink? Denver, Colorado? Yes, I would love to. I'd love to see that. I'd love to just travel. And do you know what I've always wanted to do? Get a keyring. A keyring for every state. Just now on my keyrings, I've got New York on my keyrings because I got that in the airport. And I've got obviously Florida things. That's why the kiddies going to school all wrapped up. It's winter time now. They've all got their wee hats and stuff on. It's winter. Well, it's autumn coming into winter. But as you can feel the change in the weather. But yeah, one day. Sweet Primrose, good morning to you. Oh my goodness. You're an absolute, you're amazing doing a 13-hour shift. That is awesome. Leaksamus is, I hope I'm saying your name right. Good morning. See South Carolina. I would like to see the Carolinas. Look, Poppy's digging up a storm behind me. Yes, Catherine, I knew that's how he passed away. And good morning to, I did say good morning to you. Aye, that's how he passed away. But I think it was, me and my daughter were talking about how he got done in. And I just think it was too easy. I think for his crimes that he should have suffered. I don't know what punishment I would have wanted to, maybe give him to the families. That's the only thing I would maybe want to do. But it was like too fast for what he had done. Do you know what I mean? But he never even struggled, Catherine. He wanted to go. This was the thing. This is how crazy the guy was. He didn't make any noise or anything. He wanted to go and just let him do that with the gym equipment. I don't think he was in the jail that long before they got him. I know that they tried to, somebody tried to get him in the chapel, the prison chapel, and he was in, I think he gets stabbed in the neck or something like that. And that didn't work, and then somebody got him. But listen, I don't know what punishment I would want to give out to him. Do you know the ultimate punishment is God? God will give out the ultimate punishment. And although some people can, like Jeffrey Dahmer, turn to religion and stuff like that and find God, I don't know if God can forgive you for the things that he done, the sins that he done. I think he's gone somewhere else. Cold, just no remorse whatsoever, no remorse whatsoever for their families. And him turning around at the end and saying, aye, I done it, no because I didn't like them, because I loved them. Oh, that's all right then, Jeffrey. That's all right, as long as you loved my brother, that's fine. Oh, I didn't know that you loved him. That's okay then. The guy was. I don't look. I think it's sort of with racism. I'm sorry if this is going to maybe people like I'm reaching, but I think it's a blatant racism case. If that would have been the other way about, right? And a black man had a white boy, and the white boy ran away. Film and the police were to catch him, they would be like, right, that's it, you're arrested. Right, they wouldn't be saying to the white boy, right, away you go back to him. It's blatant racism as far as I'm concerned. You know, the state had blood on their hands, I think. John Wayne Gacy, he was really cold. John Wayne Gacy, to the day he died, said it wasn't him that done it. It wasn't me. Right, he's got all these bodies under his house. Oh no, I don't know how they get there. Who knows? But you've got like 20 dead bodies under your house or so. I can't even remember how many I had, but I think it was going into 20 something. I don't know how they get there in the crawl space. Absolute. And then his last words was "kiss my ass" or something like that. He was just a horrible person, John Wayne Gacy. Dressing up as a clown. Clowns are creepy anyway. Catherine, have you ever watched BTK? That's another. Oh, that's one to watch. You can get that on YouTube, and it's his court appearance where he goes into all his crimes. Another one that's zero emotion. And it's just quite a matter of fact the way that he killed people and stuff like that. It's just like that. Oh, Catherine, you need to watch BTK. Um, Dennis Rader is his name, and BTK stands for Bind, Torture, Kill. And he was another one. He had a kit bag. He called it his kit bag, and it was really like a murder bag or something like that, right? His kit bag, and he would see. This is how weird they are. He would do stalking first. He said he would pick out his prey, watch them, stalk them, for a while first, and then he would carry out his horrible murderous plan. And then he liked to send the police like notes and stuff like that, going, ha ha ha, you can't kill me, you can't find me, and all the rest of it. He was like, and see, on the outside, the man was like a club, a Boy Scout leader and a forest guide and all the rest of it, a respectable member of the church and all that. You'd have never guessed in a million years. Lil, good morning to you, good morning. John Wayne Gacy tapes, I don't think I've heard them, but I've seen lots of interviews with him, and he was like, nah, I never done it. I don't know. No, I think you would know, right? Come on now. I think you would know if folk were coming to your house to go into your crawl space all the time with these dead bodies. You know, especially after 20... Many times did you do it, actually? Let's see. Many did you do? I think it was 20-something. I'm trying to get a knot out this chain. 33. At least 33. There you go. At least 33. Aye, he was maniac as well. So I mean, I've watched him, the Green River Killer as well. I've watched him. Do you know another one it's on YouTube as well. But this is a different kind of serial killer. He was called the Iceman. I spoke about him before. The Iceman, he was called. I'm trying to remember his name. Can't mind that. I've watched that many. But he was more like a hitman for the mob. But he enjoyed his work. This was the thing about him, that he enjoyed his work. And they used to phone him up and say, we've got a hit for so-and-so. And he would go, right, okay. And he said he liked to experiment on different ways to do the job. And he was another one. He messed about with poisons and stuff. But he was nicknamed the Iceman because sometimes he would freeze the people for up to a year before taking their bodies out and dumping them somewhere. And then, I don't know, when the police got them, they would think it was just a fresh murder, and the guy had, in actual fact, had been gone for over a year. But one time they were doing the autopsy and they found ice inside somebody's body, and that's how he was nicknamed the Iceman. But he's a big guy, the Iceman. Big scary guy, big scary guy. Oof. And he says there's only a couple of things that he regrets. And one of them was some guy had been praying or something. And he says, do you know what? He says, I'm going to help you here. I'll leave you in this room for half an hour. You pray, and if God comes to you, then that's good. And if God doesn't come, that's what you're getting. That's what he done. It was evil. And his wife apparently didn't know. Now, I think he'd plenty cash. You've never... Oh, the Iceman, you need to watch him as well. He'd plenty cash, so he did. And his wife didn't know what he'd done for a living. I think I would be, if my spouse was like, here's all this money, I'm not telling you how. I'd be like, you tell me now how you got it. You're going to tell me how you got all this cash. But apparently she knew nothing. And the Waynes knew nothing as well. Me and my daughter Sophie, we love watching the serial killer things just to thingy with their, I don't know, psychologically. I don't know if it's a morbid curiosity I've got or what, but I like to try and figure out what the hell's going through their mind, what pushed them to that point, if you know what I mean. Was there something in their childhood that turned them that way, or were they just born like that? Jeffrey Dahmer, he was just born like that. He was just born. There was nothing. There was no. I mean, we've all had families that've got problems. You know, I mean, there's been drug and alcohol problems, and probably everybody's family, but we don't turn to that kind of thing. So there's just some people. Like the Iceman, I don't believe he started out like that. Um, I think the money was the thing for him, the drive for the money that he got. I don't know how much he got. There we go. For done it. Yes, done it. So it was money driven with him. It wasn't for pleasure, I don't think. Although he enjoyed his job. He did enjoy his job. But yeah, I mean, I've watched probably everything to do with Jeffrey. And just the smug look in his face. Just the smug. See that sitting in the courtroom while the family members are there to giving their impact statements. And he's just sitting there like that. Oh, oh God, somebody need to hold me back. There was one family member that went from, but this, I done it because I loved him. It wasn't because I hated him. Oh, you're all right then, Jeffrey. Don't bother giving him life sentence. I think he should have got. I think I'd have been happy if he got the chair. I know there was no death. There was no death sentence in that particular state, but I'd have made an exception for him. See, for people like that and people that do things with Wayne's, I've no feeling whatsoever they should get some really bad done to them. But the children, I've always felt they should be given to the parents. The person should be given to the parents, and then the parents can give out their punishment. I think that would be good. That would be, because you wouldn't want to do it right away. You'd want to link it. See, this is the part of my brain that it does me in. See, Sweet Primrose, did they say good morning to you? Hope it did. I'll listen to that because I love listening to that. You know, their brain, what was going on, what made them feel like that. Because I've no feelings like that. I mean, a dead body icks me. You know, you're like everybody else. You're kind of like that way. Whereas Jeffrey loved that. I mean, he was. In fact, there was another guy called Gene something. This Gene, I can't even remember his bloody second name, right? The guy was called Gene something, right? And this is where they got Psycho and Silence of the Lambs for this guy. I'll hold on to see if I can find him. And he used to do what the guy in the Silence of the Lambs done, if you know what I mean, make suits and stuff like that. But real life, he used to do stuff like that. Oh, I can't find him. His name is Gene something. Oh, that's it. Ed Gein. That was him. Yeah, that was him. And that's where they got Psycho from and Silence of the Lambs, that guy. And he had an unhealthy obsession with his mother. An unhealthy obsession with his mum. Like Psycho had the thing. Catherine, I know. I mean, my dogs, well, one of my mum's dogs, his name was Paddy, right? And he used to run away and he used to come home with the smell of decomp on him, where he's found something and he's been rolling in it, right? Yeah, oh, and see, when you smell that, absolutely, it's like you can never forget that smell. And how he could live with that, you know, sleep. The bed was soiled and stuff. The poor neighbours. Yeah, but Ed Gein, he was like years and years ago. The house was absolutely trashed. Apart from, I think, the mum's room. The mum's room was kept like a shrine. And he was making suits with folk and stuff like that. He was another one that was like absolutely. He was a recluse as well. I don't think he'd anything to do with him. I think he stayed out in the wilderness. But he used to go to graveyards and dig up things and take them home. That's what he used to do. No. Aye, that smell, you can never forget that smell. I mean, I remember Mr. Mikey wanted to see, I don't know why I done this, but I did. Mr. Mikey had been out one day, right, and he'd been in the bushes and whatnot. So he came home and he had something black on his side, and I was like, that looks like tar on his side. I was like, what the hell's that? So what did I do? I dipped my fingers in it and went, uh, death. It smelled like death. He'd obviously rolled in something, and I had to dip and smell. Why? I don't know. That, that. I done that. Washing my face. He got scrubbed in the bath, you dirty pig, you. But by the animal, he likes to roll in dead stuff. Yeah, Jasmine. Did they say good morning, Jasmine? See, I always forget. Catherine, I know that is. See, God watches these kind of things, and sometimes I think some people, even like, see when they get caught and they're inside and that they're getting like the death penalty and they turn to God. I'm thinking you've turned a bit late. I don't know if God can forgive you for that, because imagine doing that. Look, I can't imagine doing that. I don't even want to see a dead body. Do you know? I don't want to see one. And Ted Bundy as well. He had somebody's head in the bloody cupboard and used to bring it out and put lipstick on it and stuff like that. He was another one that was happy with that smell. Somebody went into his house and was going, "Oh Jesus, Ted, what's that in your house?" And he said, "Oh, it's a sandwich that's went bad." No, there's something dead in here. There's some died. You know the smell. And how come they police that took that wee boy back to Jeffrey's house, and they were like, "That's that smell in here," right? They should know the smell of decomp. See, as a police officer, you should know the smell of decomp. So if you go into a house, you can smell it. That should be in their training. Smell that. Smell it. See if you smell that again, something's passed away. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine, I'm having a relaxing day today. I was really busy yesterday with the wee fella. I'm rushed off my feet, but by God, am I happy about it. Jasmine, see, me and my daughter Sophie, we've got mixed feelings spelled together. She doesn't agree with me in certain parts of the Ted Bundy, because we like to talk about this kind of stuff. And I think he was dead smart. Sophie doesn't. Sophie's like, no, he wasn't smart. Mummy was an asshole. I'm thinking, but Sophie, I think he was smart. See this, putting a cast on himself. I'd fall for that. Oh, there's a struggling person going to their van. Can you help me put this in my van? I'm kind of get a sling in that one. No bother, I'll help you. Good smarting. And you'd get bundled in the van. So I think he was bright with that, with figuring out how to lure people into his car. And then even the smugness in court, being his own lawyer, and questioning the people that had managed to get away. That's not right. I don't think that's right for him to be able to interrogate or whatever people that he'd done that with. Yeah, he was his own lawyer. He done it himself. And the smugness in you. And listen, the thing, dear Ted, I know that you killed all the people, but I'm in love with you. I know you wouldn't do that to me. Who are these women? Who are these women? I know you wouldn't do that to me, Ted. I know that you killed all these women and stuff like that, but I'd be special. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? No, he would. He would do it. He would do it. I don't know who these women are. And also, one that really disgusts me too is Chris Watts. Chris Watts had done that to his wife and his kids. He's getting love letters. Dear Chris, I know you're a good guy, actually. Oh, you're a good guy. And she pushed you to do it. No, Do you know what happens? See if somebody's pushed, you get a divorce like everybody else. You get a divorce, you move on, you look after the kids that you've got. That's what you do. It's responsibility, it's called. And he thought he could just wipe out his whole family. But these women that send, I don't know who they are. I don't understand it. I'm in love with you. Catherine, do you know what really gets me, that, like with the Chris was? He's got pictures of his kids in his cell. Right, I don't. Do you know what? See the pictures that he's got in his cell should be the pictures that the fire crew had to, when they had to go and get the kids out the oil. That should be the pictures that he's got to keep. The pictures. He shouldn't have pictures of his kids all happy, smiley. He should not. Open-minded. I had a dream about William Shatner last night. Good morning, open-minded. I had a dream. Look, I don't know how I was dreaming about William Shatner, but there you go. And in fact, I gave him a wee kiss in my dream. Oh, I've been snogging my pillow during the night again, eh? Me with my pillow. Oh, come on, William. Good morning, open. Catherine, he should not be allowed pictures of the babies in his cell after what he done. As I say, the pictures that he should have is the pictures that the fire crew and the recovery people will be swirling about in their brains forever. They babies had to get buried in a metal coffin because they had been in oil. He is evil. Yes, he was open-minded. He was in Star Trek, William Shatner. James T. Kirk. And I dreamt that he was young again. And I'd met him. I was taking the ex-husband to the hospital. God knows what was wrong with him. But anyway, there you go. I was being a good Samaritan again. So I took him to the hospital and I had the kids with me. The girls were with me. And all of a sudden, there's William Shatner. He is Canadian. William Shatner coming along. Young William, the way he was. And I said, oh, William Shatner, I love Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie. Can I get a selfie with you? So there I was taking selfies, and I said, can I give you a wee kiss? And I kissed him on the sides of the cheek. And I was like, oh, look at me. Look at me, I had William Shatner. I've not seen anything about William Shatner for God knows how long. I don't know what's going on in my brain. But there you are, snogging. Wasn't really a snog, but I'd have been at my pillow last night again. See him looking in my window, like, look at me with that pillow. No, come on. Oh, Johnny Depp. That was what she's doing. She's eating her pillow again. Pillow soaking wet. No, my daughters were the same age as what they are now in the dream. And so was the ex-husband. So I don't know why William Shatner was dead young. But I was looking at him and going like that. Oh, God, you're really good for your age, William Shatner. You just look exactly the same as what you did all the years ago. Do you know what? I'm in top chat, guys. Sorry. See if anybody's been talking and I've not seen them. Oh, live chat. That's better. My pillows I've been getting my leg out. Because I like to cuddle. See, at night, I lie on my side with my head. And I've got a cuddle pillow because I've nobody to cuddle. Well, apart from Poppy. But she likes to go under. See, right at the back of my knees. She likes to curl up there. So I've maybe got my leg out of my pillow. Oof. Frustration, that's called. I think I'm going to need to go on Facebook dating again. Just for a wee hook up. I want to hook up this Saturday. Saturday's a good day for me. I'm a terrible lady, what am I like? I tell you, Saturdays, it's lethal. But I have a great, see if I didn't have a good time, I wouldn't have a drink on a Saturday. I always have an absolute blast to myself, I'll tell you that. I always have a right good time. But then again, in the Sundays, I'm like, I can't be trusted with the mobile. I'm going to need to take the mobile phone off myself now. I think you're hot, like typing in that with one eye. Hot. Smiley face. Emoji. Some wet splashes. Oh, open-minded, have you not seen it? Better show you. wait, actually, right, this side look spooky, and I've got my lights on, and that's my advent calendar. That was my birthday present to myself is my advent calendar, and it's up here, and I've got spooky things all over there. I've got lights over there, and then I've got my spookies, and then my spooky fireplace. The wee fella grabbed everything there yesterday, and then I've got my spooky table over there and stuff. Yeah, it's a spooky. Do you know it's lovely? See, when it's dark and all my lights are on, it just makes me feel cosy. I just like it. And see my wee Christmas club I'm in. Some people are already putting their Christmas trees up. And see, if you want to put your tree up, put your tree up. Put your tree up. Who cares what anybody else thinks? As long as you're happy. See, if somebody comes into your house and says, oh, it's a bit early for that. Just say, well, I'm glad you don't stay here then, eh? I'm glad you don't stay here. But do you know who does stay here? Me. In the tree. Do you know what open-minded? I had asked Alexa there we go, to play Halloween songs, and that was on it. The Monster Mash, what's the other one? The Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Time Warp. God forgive, good morning. I put your tree up if you want your tree up. Put lights up. Who cares? I think it's just the older I get, the more I'm like, see, as soon as this Halloween stuff comes down, the trees are all going up. The trees are going up. Lights are going in the window. Flashing lights. In fact, my blue meteorites, I'm going to put them this year on my window. It's going to, it's like, I don't, that's it. It's my house. Yeah, so I had that on the other day. It was a whole thing. What else did they have on it? People are strange when you're a stranger. Echo and the Bunnymen, they had that one on. I can't remember, but I was getting into the Halloween mood, of course. I was getting into the Halloween mood. Oh, Open Minded, you need to watch it. It's an absolute classic. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Riff Raff, he's the man that wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I loved Magenta. Do you know, see, when I was a wee girl, I thought, see, if I've got a daughter, I'm going to name her Magenta. Because I love that name. And I love writing it. See the way you write Magenta? There's lots of nice swirls in it. Yeah, Tim Curry. I mean, I've seen other people play Frankenfurter, but Tim Curry's obviously the best. He was excellent in it. And Meatloaf, poor Meatloaf, he was in it as well. He passed away no long ago, eh? God, that's a shame. But it's an absolute classic, the Rocky Horror Show. I remember watching it, God, in the 80s. Yeah, yes, Martin, but everybody that goes should be wearing suspenders and stuff. See, if I was to go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'd be busting out, I'd be having to get some suspenders and stuff like that. Wouldn't it be pretty on me? But listen, that's the theme of the show. I'm sure maybe there'll be people worse than me, so I'll be getting the saucies on, wee bit of suspenders and stuff like that. A wee boob tube, even though I've not got boobs. Oh my goodness! See, that's open-minded. That's people like that just don't have the feeling, the Christmas spirit. Rice and water. No, well, I don't care. As I say, the 1st of November, it's going to be Santa's Grotto in here. Santa's Grotto, it's all going up. Halloween stuff come down, Christmas stuff go up, and I'm happy for a couple of months. And then it'll be down on, well, it won't be Boxing Day this year because I'm having my dinner later with the kiddies and stuff. So, I don't know, a couple of days after Christmas, mine's come down. But I'm happy I'm happy, and so should yous be. Please don't let MD think you can. Oh, I can't do that. Maybe people will talk. I don't care if they look. See if they're talking about my decorations. They're not talking about the shenanigans I got up to on a Saturday afternoon. See when she was up to on Saturday afternoon. Oh, look at our decorations. You know what I mean? It draws them away for that. Me too, open-minded. Me too. I love putting it up. And I love having my music on. The Partridge Family Christmas album. I love that. Partridge Family. And then just George Michael at Christmas. I love a bit of George Michael. And Mariah Carey. A lot of people don't like the Mariah Carey one. I love it. I love a bit of Mariah. She's defrosting the new Mariah Carey. She's defrosting for Christmas. Get some Mariah on. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I've got the wee fella tomorrow, but I will be back on Saturday. I think Saturday's makeup, I think we're going to still be like an autumny kind of feeling makeup, because I've got an autumny kind of palette I want to use. Santa baby, put the Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt is the best for Santa baby. Eartha Kitt, oh my God, she's got a great voice. So everybody, thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me. And I will see you on Saturday. I'm going to give you a big kiss now. And I love you all. Bye.